Stop scrolling for just 1 second and ask yourself this. When was the last time you truly felt confident? Not the fake kind you put on for a picture, but a deep, unshakable belief in yourself that no one could take away. Think about it. How many decisions have you let fear make for you? How many times have you felt underestimated, overlooked, or just not good enough? What if I told you that the person who commands the room, who walks in with an aura of dominance and respect, that person isn't born. That person is made. And today, I'm going to show you the exact blueprint. The mindset that only winners and alpha males use. To kill fear, explode their confidence, and take control of their lives and relationships. This isn't just another motivational speech. This is a step-by-step guide to leveling up. So if you're tired of feeling small, if you're ready to become the person in charge of your own world, hit that subscribe button right now. Because this video is your first step. Let's get into it. Chapter 1, The Power Within, Building Unshakable Self-Confidence. Picture this. You walk into a room and every head turns. Some people ignore you. Some openly judge you. And some are silently wondering if you even have what it takes. The question is, do you shrink? Do you let the shame take over and just shut down? Or do you stand tall and announce your presence without apologizing for existing? Here's the truth. Self-confidence isn't a magic trick. It's not a lucky charm you're born with. That is the biggest misconception out there. Confidence is built. It is developed through deliberate practice. And this is the secret that alpha males use. Deliberate confidence means preparing yourself mentally and physically so that no situation can scare you. When you are truly confident, fear drops. Hesitation vanishes. Decisions happen faster. And people naturally start respecting your authority. And hey, if you're finding value in this breakdown, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button. It tells the algorithm that you're serious about leveling up. And it helps more people find this video. I appreciate you. Now, let's keep going. Now, this doesn't mean you become aggressive. Aggression is what insecure people use to look tough. Real confidence is quiet. It's deadly. And this kind of confidence only comes when you confront your inner doubts. Your insecurities. Your past failures. I know what you're thinking. But I always feel doubtful. The answer is simple. Action. You act despite the fear. Through repetition and deliberate exposure. If social situations scare you, don't run from them. Face them. Push yourself into those uncomfortable moments. Because that's where your confidence muscle gets built. Let me give you a personal example. When I first started speaking publicly, I would literally mess up my words. People would laugh. And inside I'd think, there goes my credibility. But what did I do? Daily practice. Small speeches. Small audiences. Then bigger ones. Every failure taught me to fear a little less. Every failure made me stronger inside. And today, I can stand here and tell you, it doesn't matter if someone judges me or ignores me. That is the alpha mindset. And remember, confidence isn't just internal. It's an external project too. Your body language. Your tone. Your posture. Your eye contact. These are all tools that project the alpha within you. But don't fake it. If you're shaky on the inside and try to look tough on the outside, people will see right through you. That's why internal work is the foundation. The next big secret to confidence is self-awareness. Know your strengths and your weaknesses. This isn't an ego trip. It's a reality check. When you accept your weaknesses and actively work on them, you become unstoppable. Denying or blaming your weaknesses only feeds your insecurity. People with an alpha mindset, they embrace their weaknesses and use them as fuel. Now let's talk about fear. Fear is the root of insecurity. But the alpha mindset turns fear into a weapon. Fear isn't a sign of weakness. It's a signal that growth is waiting for you. When you consciously face your fear, whether it's social fear, financial fear, or personal fear, you neutralize it. And this is the secret most people never learn. Normal people back down. Alpha people turn fear into strength. You're almost halfway through, and if you're still with me, it means you're serious about this. So if you haven't already, take 2 seconds and subscribe to the channel. It's free, and it makes sure you don't miss the next part of this blueprint. Now, let's keep climbing. Chapter 2, Dream Without Limits, Unlocking Massive Ambition. Think about this. You're sitting in your room and someone asks you, "What's your goal?" If your answer is something safe and narrow, like "I just want a decent job with a decent paycheck," I'm going to tell you straight. That attitude will never let you become an alpha. People with an alpha mindset don't set small targets. They think big. Massively big. So big it might seem unrealistic. But that kind of dreaming is what creates massive shifts in your life. Dreaming big doesn't mean just talking in the air. It means stepping out of your comfort zone. Because people who stay comfortable never reach their potential. If you're following the same routine, celebrating the same small wins, just trying to survive, the world is going to ignore you. That's the truth. Harsh, but real. Ambition isn't just about goals. It's the internal fire. The drive that gets you up and working while others are asleep. When you're ambitious, your mind is constantly scanning for opportunities. Every challenge becomes a chance. Every obstacle becomes a lesson. Normal people are scared of obstacles. Alpha people use them as fuel. Here's a truth bomb. Becoming an alpha isn't just about skill or luck. The biggest difference is mindset. If you see yourself as small, if you think you're not capable, you'll never have the capacity to dream big. Self-doubt, fear, procrastination. These are your biggest enemies on the path to becoming an alpha. And it's a harsh reality that 90% of people kill their own dreams without any outside help. Dreaming big means having a vision. A vision isn't just a picture of the future. It's an internal map that guides your decisions and actions. When your vision is clear, your energy doesn't get wasted. You ignore distractions. You cut out time wasters. Every action has a purpose. Now, when you dream big, fear is natural. People will tell you it's impossible, unrealistic. And your own inner voice might say, "I'm scared of failing." But in the alpha mindset, failure is just experience. It's what refines you. Your ambition pushes you forward. Every rejection makes you stronger. If you're getting value from this, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. It helps more than you know. Now, let's move on to how this all applies to your relationships. Chapter 3, Face It to Conquer It, Mastering Your Fears. Look at fear. Yes, That same fear that stops you from taking action. That keeps you stuck in your comfort zone and kills your dreams. Let me tell you straight. If you're still playing small because of your fear, understand this. You're becoming the villain of your own life. The world doesn't care about your fears or your excuses. Fear lives inside every human being. It's natural. But the difference is how people with an alpha mindset handle it. They don't ignore it. They don't suppress it. They understand it, analyze it, and then turn it into a weapon. Yes, a weapon. Because fear is a signal. It tells you that something big is waiting just outside your comfort zone. Now let's talk about the psychology of fear. Fear is most dangerous when you're overthinking. When your mind spirals with what if I fail? What if people judge me? What if my life is ruined? That's when paralysis sets in. People with an alpha mindset shut down overthinking instantly. They choose action over overthinking. Because only action neutralizes fear. And here's a secret truth. Fear is just the shadow of preparation and experience. If you're physically and mentally prepared, your confidence will be high. And fear will naturally shrink. It's simple. Not complicated. Your confidence shouldn't be imaginary. It should be tested and proven. That's why alpha people train. They practice. They continuously sharpen their skills for every situation. The first step to facing fear is exposure. Start with small uncomfortable tasks. If you have social anxiety, deliberately put yourself in uncomfortable situations. If you want to build physical fitness, challenge your body. This gradual exposure trains your mind and body that fear is normal, but controllable. Now let's talk directly about risk. Alpha people aren't afraid of risk. They take calculated risks. Risk doesn't mean being reckless. It means taking action with smart decisions. If you always stay in the safe zone, in the comfort zone, growth will never come. The alpha mindset mantra is simple. Bigger the risk, bigger the reward. And tackling fear step by step is part of that. Next, mindset framing. When you see fear as negative, it becomes paralyzing. Alpha people see fear as a positive signal. Fear equals an indicator that you're on the right path. That you're facing a challenge. That you're on the edge of growth. When you adopt this framing, fear automatically becomes motivation. No more inhibitors. And consistency and repetition are critical. Being brave once isn't a game changer. Daily micro-challenges. Daily exposure. Daily pushing your limits. This is what defines the alpha mindset. When your nervous system repeatedly encounters fear, your body and mind naturally adapt. The fear trigger weakens. And fear becomes manageable. Another truth. People confuse courage with heroism. Heroism is dramatic action. The alpha mindset is real-life courage. Overcoming the daily grind. Daily decisions. Daily fears. You don't just face fear in big moments. You face it in every challenge of daily life. Now let's talk about practical steps. First, visualization. Mentally picture fearful situations and imagine yourself reacting confidently and calmly. This mental rehearsal builds real-life courage. Second, micro-exposures. Complete small uncomfortable tasks daily. Like public speaking, difficult conversations, challenging workouts. This gradually builds your fear tolerance. Third, physical preparation. Keep your body fit and strong, because physical strength instantly reduces fear. When you're strong, adrenaline and stress stay under control in difficult situations. Fourth, action over analysis. Break the habit of overthinking. Action is the best fear killer. Small steps, fast execution, repeat. And ultimately, this is the truth. A person with an alpha mindset never lets fear rule them. Fear is just their servant, not their master. Your growth, your success, your confidence, all depend on whether you control fear or remain under its control. So now, the choice is in your hands. Either make fear an excuse and fade into your comfort zone, or make fear a weapon, become unstoppable, and change the game of your life. Whatever decision you make, remember, this decision will define your life. Chapter 4, The Connection Code, Building Relationships That Last. Look, relationships are no joke. They can either launch your life like a rocket, or turn it into a dumpster fire. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Most people fail in relationships because they don't understand their own value, their own boundaries, or how to command respect. No one comes into your life randomly. Every friend, every partner, every coworker, every family member is a reflection of your inner vibe. The way you act, the energy you give off, that's exactly who you attract. So if toxic people keep showing up in your life, you need to look inward. The first rule to better relationships is self-awareness. Know your triggers. Define your values. Understand your communication style. Relationships aren't just about love or friendship. They're about mutual respect, trust, and consistency. If those things aren't there, everything else is an illusion. Now let's talk about emotional intelligence. People notice who reacts and who stays in control. If you overreact, you look weak. If you handle a situation calmly, you immediately look strong. And communication is the foundation. It's not just about talking. It's about listening. Deep listening. This is a skill 90% of people ignore. Listen actively, genuinely, and then respond. Trust is fragile. It takes time to build and a second to break. Never compromise on respect and honesty. Clearly communicate your needs and boundaries. That's not selfishness. That's alpha energy. Now for the tough part. Conflict. If you avoid every conflict, you look weak. But if you handle it strategically and skillfully, you dominate. People with an alpha mindset engage in fearless confrontation, without emotional explosions, and understand the level of emotional investment. Only give as much as you get. If someone is constantly draining you and not giving back, cut them off. Life is short. Time is valuable. Practical skills matter too. Your body language, your presence, your eye contact, your posture, your tone. All of these reflect confidence and respect. If you look insecure, people will take advantage of you. If you look grounded and composed, people will naturally be attracted to you. Alpha energy in relationships doesn't mean being controlling. It means setting your standards and letting those who don't fit leave naturally. Stop being needy. Stop being desperate. Don't demand respect. Earn it. And the secret weapon: gratitude and positivity. People who give positive energy, who are supportive, stay strong in their relationships. Negativity, jealousy, drama, that's the exit sign. For long-term connections, loyalty matters. Patience matters. Commitment matters. These are the pillars of every successful relationship. If you show consistency and honesty, your bond becomes unbreakable. And finally, emotional independence. People who are emotionally dependent become controlling and insecure. People who are emotionally independent, they attract, they inspire, they generate respect. Focus on your own life goals and mission. Make relationships an add-on, not a dependency. And yes, an alpha filters people. Don't say yes to everyone. Give your energy and time only to those who match your level. Everyone else will naturally fade away. Relationships aren't just about seriousness. They're about humor, playfulness, shared experiences. All of that creates long-term bonding. But fun is useless without boundaries. If you follow these principles, no relationship will stay toxic. Respect, trust, and love will flow naturally. You will become magnetic, and people will be attracted to you, respect you, and form deep connections with you. We're almost at the end. And if this video has been helpful, please hit that subscribe button right now. I'm creating more content like this to help you level up every single aspect of your life. Now, let's wrap this up with something important. Chapter 5, The Action Blueprint, Turning Knowledge into Power. So now you know the blueprint. You know how to build self-confidence, how to overcome fear, and how to create better relationships. But the real game is just beginning. Look, a book is just a roadmap. Reading the theory is easy. Taking action is the real test. You now have the knowledge to change your mindset, to control your emotions, and to stay relentlessly focused on your goals. Here's the biggest lesson of all. Power and freedom are inside you, not outside. No situation, no person, no failure can make you weak. Your mindset decides whether you win or lose. Whatever fear, doubt, or insecurity you have, identify it, work on it, and eliminate it. And in your relationships, you now know how to attract, how to connect, and how to maintain. But the most important thing, never compromise your self-worth for anyone. Don't demand respect. Earn it naturally. The alpha mindset doesn't come just from reading. It comes from action, daily discipline, consistency, a fearless attitude, and relentless self-improvement. That's what sets you apart. You won't react like an average person. You will be deliberate, powerful, and unstoppable. So starting today, take what you've learned, internalize it, and implement it. Only then will you see the transformation within yourself that we talked about today. Remember, mindset is destiny. The outro. And now, I have one last question for you. And I want you to really think about it. After everything you've heard today, after learning about the power you hold inside, The question is, who are you going to be tomorrow? Are you going to wake up and be the same person you were yesterday? Letting fear call the shots. Staying small. Playing it safe? Or are you going to finally step into your power and become the alpha you were always meant to be? The choice is yours. It always has been. And it always will be. If you're ready to make that choice, if you're ready to take control, then smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because this is just the beginning of your journey. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. And let's build a community of people who are done with being average. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay strong, stay focused, and never stop leveling up. Peace.